here's my vlog for the day. It's 12:31 a.m. p.m. I kind of slept in today. I was a little bit burnt out. I'm in transition, and it's hard to transition, dude. I can feel it in my brain. I'm like old. It's the can't teach old dogs new tricks thing. I'm like, there's two habits I need to develop: writing and writing. Writing and writing. So yesterday was the first day I wrote. I wrote a cover letter to Autistic Foundation to try to ask for money. I think my website and my idea for education with the memorization stuff and the tests, the image matching test, the random number generator test, and book reviews are the perfect thing for everybody, but especially autistic people who are striving to be like Rain Man, where you can memorize. I think it's possible to memorize everything that ever happened in history. My definition of omniscience is 150 things in 500-year period for a country. 3 events in a decade, but in 3 different categories, which provides the depth. So yeah, I want to pass that test as soon as I write. So yeah, yesterday I was like hit critical point, critical, with back pain, dude. Like I was sitting here writing and my back was in so much pain. I could feel like all of my muscles, even in all the way into my like spine, had like disappeared and like shriveling up and dying. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, I need to start exercising, focusing just on that. I started the day, I went to my mom's house and applied to a bunch of jobs on Indeed. I'm at like 78 jobs applied to. Didn't get any offers, but last night I got an email from Avid for Adventure, and I'm supposed to, because I haven't worked in forever, right? Not for like a technology big company. And so like, the last time I got a new job working for somebody new that I'd never worked before, I was doing window washing, but that was really simple, basic. And then I was a janitor for like 6 months in 2015 until I sold my car. Didn't need the money anymore. But I just smoked a little bit of weed. Yesterday I had this plant and it still has like straight, but at the top it kind of had a little bit of curly buds, and I was like, fuck it, and I cut it off. So I don't know, I'm thinking about cutting more. I'm thinking about harvesting my plant, even though it's like a month premature. It has like these straight, but I smoked the rest of it this morning. But I was having the worst asthma this morning and last night, like the worst. Caused me to have to sleep in until like 10:30. It like ruins my mornings every morning because I can't sleep at night because I can't breathe, and it's like really bad too. It's like, so I need to quit smoking weed, like altogether. And so if I'm gonna quit smoking weed altogether and not give a fuck, but today I want to smoke weed because I'm in like the transition, maybe I should just harvest that plant. It's not gonna have as high of THC, but the longer when those things curl in, the buds, they get like higher CBD and less THC. So they don't get you as high, and they just like relax you more. And when the little cresples, I think they're called, the little like crystals are orange, that's when it's CBD. So you want them to be white, but you don't want them to be clear. White means THC, clear means that there's nothing, and they're probably like clear now. So they got me high, you know, but not that high, and it kind of fucked my lungs. So I was like, was I mainly smoking butane? Because I wasn't letting it dry very long. I put it in my dryer for maybe 10 minutes or something. I basically pulled it off the plant and smoked it. I should have had a bunch of it sitting all night long, then have a bunch of crispy. But anyways, that's why I lost my train of thought. But what I was trying to say was, I haven't worked for like technology. You know, I was a janitor, but that was just simple. So they're doing all this. There's these 2 different like online sites I have to sign up for. There's Humanity, and I don't know what the hell that's about. Maybe my payroll. But then there's this thing called NetChecks. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's payroll. There's 2 of them, but NetChecks, dude, are one of these things I have to sign up for Avid for Adventure because it's like a big corporation, I guess, big company. But I went to, you know, sign in, and it's like, okay, so what's your QR, what's your code? And I'm like, your memory code, you know, to so you can put a password. And I'm like, I didn't get one. I checked my text, my email, and I'm like, so I went and I put in an email again, and they were like, oh, you don't take your email, because I must have skipped the email part because it wouldn't take my email. And I'm like, yeah, you need a business email. I'm like, what the fuck is a business email? So I look in on it. Apparently you have to pay money for a business email. I signed up for Google Business Email. They wanted like $30 a month. I'm like, why? What the fuck? $30 a month for a business? What's the deal with the business email? I have to like ask ChatGPT or in YouTube what the hell a business email is. But it's good I'm getting one, because I was actually thinking about getting one before, just to handle all that separate business for when I do correspondence trying to get money for my timeline. And also if I email to all of these foundations I want to for my website, should send it with a business email, you know, connect to my internet, anyway, my website. But so I'm trying to get a business email. So then I'm like, well, I asked ChatGPT, is there anybody with free business email? And they're like, yeah, here's some, da-da-da. And this one has a free account. So I click on it, and then it turns out it's not free. It's like $75 a year. And so it's, I guess, they're going to charge me $125 in 2 years. So I got the business email for $75 a year. And then I'm like, okay, set up the business email. And they're like, oh no, you can't, because your website, you can't connect your website to your business email because your website's not like some kind of verified. I'm like, what? So now I have to look into that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to try to do some kind of verification of the email. Use a domain name. This is for Turbify. I have my email with. Use your domain name with your already own with your Turbify plan. So I have to go figure that out now. And it looked complicated. I started clicking the links and doing it, and they wanted me to click into something else, and I got like confused. So that's when I went to the bank. I got my HELOC loan today. Yeah, got it cranked up to 70,000 because I ran out of money. I got 30,000 last year, and I spent it all. And then I just spent like $75 in bounced checks and like overdraft fee over at the bank. And so, but I can't get any money because there's these like bills that keep coming out, and I don't even know what the hell they are. I printed up my my bank statement, and I'm gonna bring it into the bank like today or tomorrow, and I'll be like, what the hell is this? I have to like identify. I might be getting like scammed because there's all these like bills that come get taken out, and so I have to get to the bottom of that. And but in the beginning yesterday, I applied to a bunch of jobs and checked my email. Didn't get any of those, but didn't get any accepted to any jobs. But you know, maybe if I really want to get accepted to get a job instead of just apply to 78 jobs, I need to do the follow-up, not just apply, but I need to apply and then follow up, apply, follow up, and just keep doing that. But also, I need to ask for money from a foundation, because for all I know, somebody would give it to me, you know? I just need to ask for it. So I wrote this thing yesterday. It's like 5.7 pages. And what I do is I just you know, read it over and over again until I get a good thing. And I'm gonna just write. This is the one for the autistics. There's a lot of autistic foundations, but I'm going to yeah, just write. I have to get in the habit of writing. I have to write this. I have to write the 1-page version, the 3-page version, put them all on my website, and then send off my first letter. And when I do that, I will put it in my funding page. There's a funding page on my website. It's on right at the top, which describes how I'm going to go about trying to get money. And I'm going to start doing it now because I finished the template on my timeline, and I'm about to take the test. I'm not going to send my first letter to my first foundation until I take the test, because there's 3 tests. There's book reviews, the biweekly random number generator, and then there's the image connecting test. I actually moved it. I replaced it with another page, so I can't show it, but maybe I should show it. Let's show it. Let's go there now. I can get there in just a second. The the navigation of my website is that good. Yeah, this thing. So I need to take this test backwards and forwards, meaning I have to go forwards to the end and then I have to go backwards again to the beginning. Getting every single one of those suckers. Yeah. And once I take that test, pass it, then I'll send my first letter to my first foundation, and then just keep doing that. You know, I have this, I have this $40,000, right? And I only have to pay less than $200 a month to have that 40,000. So it's almost like, and I'm not going to say this to my mom, but it's almost like in the short-term period, I don't need to worry that much about getting a job, because until at least I sent my first letter off to the foundation, and maybe a little bit, you know, I could pass this test in just a day or two of studying, and not studying like sitting around on a bed or something. I mean like riding my bike and running on the treadmill while I'm studying. Maybe a day or two of that, pass the test, and then that's the green light to build the other one. I only built one for England, 1500 to 2000. After I do England, I'm definitely going to want to do like every major country, 1500 to 2000, you know? So I want to do France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, all of them. But after this one, I think I want to do Italy, 0 to 500 and 0 to 500 BC, because that's Rome, and I'm all about Rome. So, and then, of course, once I build it, you take the test. It takes about 3 days to build it. 3 pretty full days. Maybe you could do it in 2 days if it's like 24 hours a day, which I'm not going to work like that anymore. I can't, or my legs will fucking fall off. I'll get like a blood clot and die of a fucking stroke or something. Yeah, I'm asking for it. I can't. So that's why I'm trying to change gears. It's not that easy. So, yeah, I'm going to try to, so I need to get in the habit of writing, and I need to get in the habit of riding. So, and so, yeah, lifting weights, running on the treadmill and stuff, and so... But I'm going to try to hook up. I wrote Avid for Fitness because this thing didn't go through. And I was like, hey, this might take a few days to figure out. She's like, oh, it doesn't need to be done until April. So that's cool. I'm all good. So it's not like there's a rush. So it's good. So I don't know if my mom wants to come over today. But that's what I'm up to. I'm going to try to gather all those things because there's a lot of stuff, random stuff I need to do. I need to organize my paperwork. I'm totally unorganized with paperwork. Like... That copying and pasting, dude, it like, after you do a certain amount of it, dude, it's not that good for your brain, man. Like, I'm like in recovery mode. Like, I have to freaking recalibrate my brain after sitting there. And also my body. My body is more wrecked than my brain, debatably. So, but, you know, I got the site done, next level, totally happy with it. Yeah, and we're moving forward. So, the reason I'm going to record all of the, on my funding page, the correspondence of everything that I do with everybody so that I don't feel like I waste time. I'm going to prepare I'm preparing for the worst. I need to prepare for everything. And so preparing for the worst means, you know, I guess that would mean society has to at least give me a job. I mean, come on, motherfuckers. So preparing for the worst doesn't mean not being able to get a job and ending up on the streets. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, like, say you get a job at McDonald's. I finally get a job cleaning toilets or something. And I write every single foundation 20 times. And there's 100 foundations. So 100 times 20. I have thousands and thousands and stuff. And I have it all collected. And, like, nobody sees eye to eye with me. It's still worth it because I recorded looking for the money, and now I have that recorded, and that's a unit all to itself. My funding page. That's why I put it at the top. I want it to be one of the main big pages that have value, and so there has to be a record of every correspondence I do with these people, so that I can't be like, I asked him and then they ignored me, like I don't know who he was. And I'm, oh look, that's the email. That's how it went to the first. So, I am, that's what I'm doing like lots of different things today. It's like, where do the fuck to begin? Like, I could clean up. I could organize and clean the floor. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I should just chop the stalk off the reefer plant, dude. Like, what do you think? Because I haven't officially quit smoking weed, you know? You haven't officially quit until it's been like a week or two since the last time you smoked reefer. And since I was working until so recently, smoking weed, I'm like kind of still a stoner. Like, is that ready? The top stock probably is. Yeah, I think it matures a little bit quicker. But these motherfuckers, all down here, like that's not even crustules. That's not even crystals. It's not curled in yet. Like, I may be a little high off of that, but it's gonna be nothing compared to what I could get from it. Like, if I were to just wait a month, for fuck's sake, you fucking. But check, and this is another one with buds. So if I fuck this one, because I'm an idiot and I smoke it, I at least have another female here, and I think this is a female. But check this plant out. So this plant, it was a weed plant that I smoked off of. I cut it off here. It was like really big. It was like that tall, big old buds, and I got high off it, right? And I thought it was dead. I clipped off all of the stalks at the stem. And then, next thing I know, look, it grows this back. It grew a whole new stem back, and it's working on another bud. So weed plants aren't like out of commission just because you cut it down to the stalk. They're like that little boy in the giving tree, but the giving tree manages to regrow stems. I have that book around here somewhere. So anyway, these things have been around here for like 4 years, dude. Like, if you're right under a light, the plants love it, dude. The main problem with plants indoors is they don't get enough light. They don't get enough light and they don't get enough water. If you shower your plants with shitloads of light and water, they'll do great. Anyways, so that's what I'm up to today. Trying to touch base, clean. Yeah. I'm going to try to, maybe I shouldn't hook up that thing today, because she said I didn't have to do it even until April, so. Maybe I'll just, because like this morning I woke up and at like at 9 or something, and I was like, I just wanted to lay there. Like, my brain needed to like reconfigure. Like, I was like, and that's kind of how I feel now, so. But I'm in such bad shape physically. I need to like work out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna treat it like a vacation. I think I am gonna cut that stalk off, dude. Maybe cut the whole plant across. I can't buy weed. I got $20 with my credit card, and that's like 28%. It's so crazy. And then I smoked that weed already, and that's, if I wanted to get more weed, I'd have to get it with my credit card. Oh wait, no, I don't. I deposited money. My mom loaned me money, $200. I deposited this morning. I could buy weed, but I'm not going to. I think what I'm going to do is just cut my stalk off. I'll sacrifice the and I'll just smoke it, and I'll just be like, okay, let's clean, let's organize. You know, just take your time cleaning and organizing, basically, is what I'm going to try to do today. And then try to ride the bike and lift weights. But I'm not going to worry about getting a job. In fact, my mom told me to stop, because I applied to so many jobs on Indeed, and a whole bunch yesterday. And these are like every job under the sun. Everything. Stores, all kinds of stores, all kinds of factories, all kinds of warehouses, all kinds of aiding to people, all kinds of education. And nobody wants to have anything to do with me. They're probably thinking like, what the fuck? This dude should just ask if they look at my website. But the thing is, they don't look at the website. I don't know, maybe I should just ask for money from a foundation or something. But the education, those are the ones who are like, it's like people are like, why don't you do your industry education? So the people with education are interested in me. The problem is I can only get one job. One full-time job in the summer because they conflict. And the full-time job that I got, mountain bike teacher, mountain bike coach, mountain bike jump coach, is only for 2 months. It's only the end of May to the beginning of August, and So I can't get any other jobs, but I got offered from other summer camps and stuff, Galileo and stuff. So so now I have to get like a part-time job, but those are the dudes who don't want to know me. So it's like the world is going to hell in a handbasket. Websites don't, and everybody asks for your GPA. Like at all these companies that I'm applying to jobs for, they're like, "What college you go to and what's your GPA?" And I'm like, 2.3. What about the website though? And they're like, we don't do websites. Oh my god. So anyways, that's enough ranting. That's my vlog for the day. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna dry that reefer and smoke it, and just because it's different when you smoke weed that grew in your house, dude. It's hard to describe, but it's like a better high. Yeah, easier on the lungs too, but unless you're smoking it dry, wet. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. Organize. There's just so much organization to do and cleaning and figuring out, and so, but I need to, yeah, get in the habit of writing, but probably even more important than that, get exercise. Like, yeah. So anyways, talk to you tomorrow. When I do my video, hopefully I'll be talking about how I did exercise today. That's really the only thing that I really need to do. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.